Good afternoon. Today we are here to pay our homage to our founder, secretary and ex-president of Government College of Engineering and Leather Technology, Kolkata, late Professor Moni Banerjee. On this occasion, every year we organize a memorial lecture in memory of Professor Moni Banerjee as a tribute to him for his immense contribution for our association and for the whole leather fraternity. We are proud to have today Mr. Somnath Ganguly, an eminent teacher, writer of several good books, and having thorough knowledge on footwear science and technology. As our honorable speaker of the memorial lecture today, we are also proud to have Mrs. Chandana Banerjee, Sarkar, Mr. Gopal Chatterjee and Mrs. Maitreyee Chatterjee, the family member of late Professor Moni Banerjee, today to witness this memorial lecture. So let us start the event. I request a few of the participants here to pay tribute to our late Professor Moni Banerjee with flower tributes to the portrait of Professor Banerjee. I will call our president, Mr. Arnab to start with. Our honorable speaker, Mr. Somnath Ganguly, family member of late Professor Moni Banerjee. I request all of you to come and pay your tribute. Our senior life member and a president of the Leather Goods Park, Calcutta Leather Complex, Mr. Tapas, Mr. Rinsten, the professor of FDDI, kindly pay your tribute. Any representative from CFTC Budge, any student, representative of DCLT, any student of a college. I know there is no faculty here. Some senior members of our association, Mr. Aloke, Basu, Mr. Tapas, Choudhury and Mr. Dhiman, Saha. If anyone else from the audience wants to pay tribute, Kumar, our joint secretary. May I request Mr. Arnab, President of ILTA and today's Honorable Speaker Mr. Somnath Ganguly to share the dais, and also request Mr. Jha to deliver welcome address.
Mr. Somnath Ganguly, the consultant and technical advisor, Mr. Susanta Mallick, General Secretary ILTA, distinguished guests, members, students, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Executive Committee of ILTA, it is my privilege to welcome you all at the Moni Banerjee Memorial Lecture on the topic Footwear Industry in West Bengal, taking place here at the Science City Seminar Hall at 14 hours. West Bengal holds a significant position in India's footwear industry, with major manufacturing hubs based in Kolkata. Renowned companies like Bata India Limited and Khadim India Limited have their operations mooted here, contributing substantially to the industry. While Kolkata stands as the key player, some other prominent footwear units are found in Chennai, Punjab, Agra and Kanpur. It is noteworthy that Kolkata ranks as the third wealthiest city in India with a GDP of $150 billion, following Mumbai and Delhi. But this economic strength is reflected in the dynamic growth and innovation seen in the region's footwear industry. India, today we have gathered together to honor the legacy of Moni Banerjee, a name synonymous with vitality and dedication in the fields of the College of Technology and Bengal Canning Institute. His contributions have left a lasting impact, inspiring professionals and students alike. To quote a few of his activities related to footwear technologies and others are installation of Messrs. Gleskid India Private Limited, to join BTI as research chemist, joined and promoted as superintendent of BTI in 1951 and thereby principal in the same institute, member of the Senate Council and Academic Council of Calcutta University. He was the founder member of and General Secretary of ILTA. He was active Rotarian and member of CSR. These are added along with the footwear, with his contribution to the footwear industry. I would also like to highlight that once today's distinguished speaker, Mr. Somnath Ganguly, and myself are both life members of ILTA, a testament to our commitment to his remarkable industry. I invite all of you actively participate in today's session and make it an enriching experience for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jha. This is our regular, you can say, activity to appreciate and acknowledge their achievements in leather goods and footwear industry. The students who tops in different institutes of India, we call them and hand over the Moni Banerjee Memorial Award. This year, from different students, we got the names. Some of them is coming today to receive the award. A few of them could not come because they are already engaged in different jobs. But we send the awards to them. I will just announce the names. Mr. Abir Shaifi, the topper, Diploma in Footwear Manufacture and Design Examination, 2024, CFTI Agra, UP. He is not able to come today, so we will send the medal and the certificate by courier to his home. Mr. Amartya Sen, he is topper in BDS in Footwear Design and Production Examination 2024 from FDDI, West Bengal. He is also not here to be present, so we will send his award and the certificate to his house. Miss Kovin Malar, MA, She is the topper in BDES in leather goods and accessories design examination 2024 from FDDI West Bengal. This morning that she is on the way to reach here, but she could not reach by this time. So either we will send the award or we will hand over to her when she will be reaching here. Next is Miss Shara Mulamithawala, the topper BDES in Fashion Designing Examination 2024, FDDI West Bengal. She is also not able to come today, so we will be sending the medal and the certificate. Mr. Shubham Adhikari, the topper Diploma in Footwear Technology Examination 2024, CFTC Budge, West Bengal. Mr. Shubham is here, I think. Okay, congratulations. So please come on the dais and receive your award from our President, Mr. Arnab. Miss Tithi Das, the topper Diploma in Leather Goods Technology Examination 2024 from CFTC Budge, West Bengal. I request Miss Tithi Das to come on the dais, please. And I request our President, Mr. Arnab Jha, and our Honorable Speaker, Mr. Somnath Ganguly, to join to hand over the award. Miss Sophia Tabasum, the student of B.Tech Leather Technology of GCLT Kolkata. She is nominated by a committee consisting of three members as Professor Sanjay Chakraborty. I think he is here now. He is the officer in charge of GCLT, myself, and Dr. Chandana Banerjee Sarkar selected her for Professor Moni Banerjee Memorial Scholarship for the year 2024. So give a big hand, please. I request our Professor Sanjay Chakraborty to come on the dais and Dr. Chandana Sarkar, Mrs. Maitreyee Chatterjee and Gopal Chatterjee to come on the dais to hand over the award, please. So let us go to the main event of today, that is Professor Moni Banerjee Memorial Lecture. With the permission of the chair, let me introduce our honorable speaker, Mr. Somnath Ganguly. Though he has a long contributions for the industry, but he has given a small biography to read. Anyway, I am compelled to read it. Mr. Somnath Ganguly is now a consultant and technical advisor and has been in leather industry for several decades. He is an alumni of Government College of Leather Technology, life member of the Indian Leather Technology Association. He has held several positions, including the principal of Karnataka Institute of Leather Technology, the director of Central Footwear Training Institute, Agra, from where he has retired, but after that he is involved in different activities, consultancy, writing books. He has written 2 very important books on shoe making, which are extremely useful and popular for the students and the shoe making industry in India and Asian countries. Under his guidance, thousands of students successfully build their career and contributing for the growth of footwear industry throughout India and different countries. We are fortunate to have Mr. Ganguly as the honorable speaker of the day, that is Moni Banerjee Memorial Lecture. I will invite the honorable speaker to start the lecture, please. Request our President, Mr. Arnab to honor our honorable speaker with the flower bouquet.
Good afternoon to everybody. Myself, Somnath Ganguly, alumni of College of Leather Technology, where Moni Banerjee was principal that time. We have passed several years with him in the college, and after college also we are very good contact with Moni Banerjee. And Moni Banerjee have some innovative ideas. Till date we can recognize that. He has introduced one course on that 60s decade, that a course they have introduced first time, that footwear technology with leather technology. A combined course introduced by Moni Banerjee in College of Leather Technology. That was his first time. So he has innovative idea, and he was very famous and popular among the students. We were enjoying his time because 66 to 70 we were there and we enjoyed him. So today I have to give some lectures on footwear industries on West Bengal. Actually, I am from West Bengal, and always we want that the West Bengal should grow. But unfortunately we are not growing, but there is some lacunas is there, and for that was the problem. So I am just trying to say something about the possibilities of footwear industries in West Bengal. It has an unique opportunity to grow. West Bengal has a history of making good footwear. It can be observed that the state has always made its marks known within India. Messrs. Bata Limited, Bata India Limited has been running their business from Kolkata since long. It has a huge shoe making factory in Batanagar, South Chobbish Pargona in West Bengal. Around 50,000 people were employed in the mechanized shoe plant, which produced approximately 1.5 lakhs pairs of shoe on that time, 70s decades, I am telling about you, the 70s decade, the position of Bata Shoe Company Limited, where 15,000 workers were working, and they are producing 1.5 lakhs pairs of footwear per day. Around them, 45 to 50,000 pairs were leather shoes, and the rest were being sandal, chappals, rain shoes, and gumboots made with rubber, plastic materials. Even today, there is no factory in India which can even match 50% of that capacity. Mrs. Walmart, a big retail chain of USA, had once visited Agra and Chennai about a decade ago, when they were looking for shoes factory which can produce a minimum of 40,000 pairs of shoe per day. They did not find any, they did not find that they wanted as our factories, they had the capacity of making only 2,000 to 5,000 pairs per day. But in West Bengal, we were having that capacity, 40,000 pairs per day, from at least 40 to 50 years back, because we know how to make the quality shoes. Unfortunately, that is not run properly, and there is maybe the various reasons, we will not discuss about that. But till there is an opportunity when we can do that. Bata has factories in India, was more than 100 factories throughout the world, Bata Shoe Company is having. But their best factory is, the factory is in India, that is in Batanagar. Workmen were very skilled, well educated, eager to learn and dutiful. Beside this, we were also among the highest sandal chappal producing state in India till 2005. Nearly 65 to 75% of total demand of the country was being met from West Bengal alone. Renowned wholesalers were doing the main business. They were collecting products from the small and cottage sector and were selling to the respective buyer throughout India. The major market of footwear from West Bengal was in South India. Though they were importing sandal chappals from other cities also, Kanpur, Agra, other places also, Delhi. But their main preference was the good goods coming from Kolkata due to the superior quality. But after 2005, when young entrepreneur from Kozhikode, now in Kerala, entered the market with a completely different idea of footwear making, the share of the market held by West Bengal started shrinking. Because we have faced, after 2005, one competitors from Kerala, which has a new idea about the shoe, sandal and chappals making, which we were in Kolkata, we were having the market of 65 to 75% of market. The concept of the footwear making is dominant in the whole Indian market now, and we in West Bengal need a thorough discussion in reviving the old position of the footwear. How we lost our main market, that we should discuss, and why men from Kerala has been able to create a new market, and they have captured the whole market. Now it is there. Instead of selling our shoe to the southern market, now we are getting chappal sandals from southern market. As far as complete shoe making domestic goes, it always dominated by Agra and Kanpur, as they are having very good base in handmade shoe sector. They are having many next generation workers with inherent skill and shoemaking, which keeps the position intact in India. But I firmly believe that we can once again capture the Indian footwear market once again if we can plan properly and work in a scientific manner. Nowadays, many young entrepreneurs are available in West Bengal who should be right choice to establishing new factories there, West Bengal is having the advantageous position for making footwear as we have number one, most number of tanneries after Tamil Nadu in India, because we are having around 450 tanneries in West Bengal. And after Tamil Nadu, this is the best place. So this is the main first question, first priority. Second, skilled and educated worker and the technician of shoemaking is available. Sufficient cattle population in West Bengal. Sufficient rubber industry which can be utilized as a component of the shoemaking. Huge number of skilled artists and create to new concept of fashion and art for the homemade leather shoes. Huge number of skilled artists to create new concept fashion and art. Our last ability to making synthetic and canvas material which are also widely used nowadays for making. Nowadays it is obvious that the only leather shoes is not available in the market. Throughout the market more than 50% already is the synthetic and the cotton based shoes are in the market. So we will have to change our ideas and others how to get the new market. To encourage new entrepreneur, I am giving one example with Vietnam. The size of Vietnam is not so much bigger than our state of West Bengal. The population of Vietnam is 9.73 crores and ours is a 9.03 crores. The literacy rate of Vietnam is 88%, whereas our literacy rate is 76.23, more or less same. If we compare our position with the Vietnam in shoemaking during the 75 to 85, we were comparatively in a superior position. West Bengal was leading the mechanized shoe manufacturing in India till 1985. Vietnam started shoe production during early 90s with a positive assistance from USSR. Vietnam was neither having sufficient tanneries nor source of the raw material base required for establishing the shoemaking industries. They even did not find any sufficient fund to invest in this industry. Most of the funds came from the outside of the country. During the phase of 91 to 92, Vietnamese footwear products were mainly imported to USSR and the Eastern European countries. When those markets faced a political change, 2/3 of Vietnam footwear factories had to close. A huge number of workers became unemployed. Most of the machines and the equipment became out of date and workers unqualified. Their product did not satisfy the market requirement anymore and countries' footwear and exports were hampered. Export was hampered. But they turned a leaf and now Vietnam is a major player of the world of footwear production and exporting more footwear than entire India exporting. While in West Bengal we are doing business in the selling the premises once largest footwear base in India in Batanagar. Vietnam is now establishing new factories with positive help from USA and whom they had once and on ideological ground. Business in footwear from West Bengal, the footwear can be categorized, divided into the two main groups, sandal chappals and the closed or complete shoe. There is a huge domestic market of footwear. As we are quite strong in domestic market of sandal and chappals, we must concentrate on boosting it and regaining our lost market share. Although shoemaking for the domestic Indian market is controlled by the northern India cities, especially Agra, Noida, Kanpur, Ludhiana, Bahadurgarh, etc., we can still survive with our skills. Why we have failed to business, which we were dominating more than 60% of the Indian domestic market. Number one, small and cottage units in West Bengal are in wretched condition. Neither are they having proper machinery nor trained personnel to better the work. they are not getting any technical support from the government technical institutes or either other private authorities to compete in the modern market. For design development, grading, pattern cutting, which are the main element for a shoe unit, we are dependent on Agra. Number two, our total footwear business were controlled by the big wholesalers. They were procuring the goods from the small and cottage-based units. These units used to get a very slim profit margin from their buyers, which does not help them to sustain in the market. Most of them were basically unemployed youth. They are unable to modernize their workshop due to the lack of money and technical know-how. Actually, the wholesale market, which we are dominating the total market, mainly dominated by the businessmen. Those businessmen are not established their own factories, but they were getting the goods from the small manufacturers. Small manufacturers, they are getting a very slim margin of profit that they can only survive in the market. So people who were not without work, as they don't get any job, so they have started their factory, but they can't survive more. So until and unless we can feed that small cottage and small industries, we will have to help them. Otherwise, the industry cannot survive. With the help of the modern machinery and new ideas, a young business entrepreneur from Kozhikode, Kerala, entered in the market and captured almost 70 to 75% of Indian market within a span of 3 to 4 years. Leading film stars of the Indian film industry is now brand ambassador of their product. They completely changed the scene of the footwear industry in the sector. Our businessmen in West Bengal are still not able to reach on that stage. So the stage they have, so far neither our government nor our businessmen have discussed the reason behind our failure. We will have to discuss that why we are failed and they are now getting the market. That we will have to discuss. Once we identify our problems, we can plan to overcome it. We should host one discussion with the high-level technicians, businessmen, and market developer on this matter so that we can plan to regain our lost ground. I think our wholesale dealers now should now think of invest some money for semi-modernization of the suppliers, invest in the business. Without upgrade of we cannot compete with the prevailing market. The state government should consider helping of the expansion and development activities of the footwear sector at district level. This trade can create a huge job opportunities for the poor in this state. The state government can also help in the market artisan within the state through various departmental stores and the government retailing agencies. There is a huge prospect of growing this industry through cooperative activities. It is learned that already 4 to 5 lakh families are getting support from the various sectors across the state by cooperative activities. This small and cottage level handmade shoe sector, if they can get the help from the cooperatives and they can make the cooperative sector, so it can run very easily. So shoe is such a industry where you can utilize as a big factory owners, or you can utilize the small artisan with them. And both we can do one thing, that with the help of large scale small cottage industries, people who will work in their house or in their residence or in their area, and they can supply the goods to the big factory owners who are having the big factory, big machineries and others, and they can make. But that should be planned way. We will have to think that thing so that we can be able to challenge the rival state whom they are supplying throughout India, and they have already captured the market. West Bengal is among the highest exporter of leather goods in India. This is going on successfully, and new entrepreneur can concentrate in this line as it is well developed. West Bengal is ready to infrastructure of the export of the leather goods and is doing substantially very good job. I am not advising to plan start shoe export immediately from this state. Shoe export requires special infrastructure which is not available in West Bengal. The shoe made in West Bengal can get the good market share in the Indian domestic market, but it is not yet fit for the international market. So we don't need to go for the international market in the shoe making. We can make our shoes as per the requirement of our present scenario, as per the requirement of the domestic thing. In domestic, the local shoes we can make. Beside this also, there are various sector shoes that can be made by the cottage industry with the help of the government and other machineries. One thing is clear that if we can plan properly, because government is helping, government is giving land, government is making the building, government is giving the machineries, but that is lying idle till last 10 years, we can't find any work from there. So we can't blame government here, the government is giving, but we will have to plan it and how we can utilize the government sanction and others. That we will have to think, and I think to hear the thing or giving lecture, it will not serve the purpose. It can only serve by the association and others, so I already requested ILTA also. So make a substantially good meeting with the entrepreneur, decent businessman and the government officials so that we can think how we can challenge our failure of the thing. Our own market, what we have lost, how we can gain that. That is the thing. Export is rapid change in the fashion and designing. We are not in a sufficient designer in support of this context. And this is in context of the shoe export. Modern design studios which can support developing a complete shoe model does not exist here in the West Bengal. We need shoe sole mold making unit. Shoe sole mold we are not making here in West Bengal, so total sole requirement is West Bengal, we are importing from other states. So there is a huge gap. So if we can start the shoe mold making or shoe sole making unit in West Bengal, that is a huge market, and which we are gradually we can, our import of sole can be less. The way we have make it, suppose as far as shoemaking is concerned, if we go back 20 years ago, we are procuring shoes from Agra. Major shoes were coming from North India, mainly from Agra and others. But gradually small manufacturers have started making shoes here in West Bengal. And gradually we are make that import of the shoes from Agra very less now. Say 10-15% shoes are coming from Agra and other states, but rather handmade sector we are very strong with. But we will have to equip them. Modern sole making plant which can produce a shoe sole in PVC, PU, TPR and TPU are missing in this state. It is hard to believe that state of West Bengal does not have a single modern blended insole making unit which are better quality handmade sole can be made, insole can be made. There is a component called insole. सोल के नीचे जो होता है, that is called insole. So insole, people can't see the insole, but nowadays gradually the quality of insole has changed rapidly. And now in case of single insole, initially insole was from leather, there was no problem. But after that it has came to the synthetic material leather boards. Then leather board, the quality of the leather board was not good. So we are saving money for making the insole. Nowadays, throughout India, except the West Bengal, the insole, blended insole are making, because with insole and other thing, shank and a gap is there, and it is making by the machine, they are giving it shape also. So unit insole making, blended insole making unit is very much required for the handmade sector as well as for the mechanized shoe unit also. So give more emphasis on the domestic market shoemaking with a huge potentiality, and we can go for the example of the Bahadurgarh Park in Haryana, that it is a huge footwear park actively functioning from 2012, and the major things of the shoes are the domestic market, although the West Bengal lost their own market of sandal and chappals, but they can try to domestic market from this, like the Bahadurgarh footwear park. So in Haryana, there is a footwear park, Bahadurgarh, and that is running very nicely there. So I will request the members, executive members of ILTA or Freya, Tapan Nandi is here. So you can once go there and see how they are functioning. Big factories, they are working at a place, and they are having a huge number of modern machinery is there, and as far as the shoemaking is concerned, and they are not using so much of leather shoes, they are synthetic, and the cotton shoes are there. So no problem. So cheaper quality and higher quality, everything is available there. But both the things are for the domestic market, not for the exports. So what type of shoes can be made? Sports shoes, school shoes, ammunition boot, mining boot, gum boot and jungle boots, PT shoes, paramilitary boot and shoes, workman's hilly, heavy industrial boots. The above mentioned shoes has a huge and steady market, home market. Various systems of production of these incorporated types of. So this type, 8 types of shoes I have mentioned, that is got a heavy demand in the local market. So if anybody comes in the market, so they can make it. The above mentioned shoes have a huge and steady market. So type of the construction process we can follow in this respect are direct injection process, direct vulcanizing process, PU pouring system of production, stuck-on process of production. Along with the help of the above mentioned process, we can get part of the production done from the cottage and small scale industries. One thing is clear, that if we cannot make the modern shoe factory in large way, but we can get some portion of the factory from the cottage industries and take for final production of shoes from the big factories who are having a very good machinery. Suppose I am telling you a DIP PU pouring or the DIP direct molding machine in PU will cost 4 to 5 crores of rupees. So it is not possible for the small scale industries people to buy that machine and introduce. But some rich man is there, so they can invest their money for making the sole there. And the parties can organize their shoe making system by handmade, not the machinery, using machinery and others. Only the stitching machine should be there. They will make the uppers and they will make the lasting by hand, and sole put, so for sole putting they will send it to that factory, and that factory will make the soling of that shoe. So complete shoe will be made, as the sole will be made by the machines. So there will be a very bigger quantity of 1% or 0% will be the rejection. Rejection means in shoe industry, major rejection is the opening of the sole. So if a shoe has no opening of sole, so it is a good shoe. So if once you can make a shoe which is not opening from the shoe, so it will be a very good shoe, and it can capture the market. So these are the things, and I believe that if we can think positive way, it is very much required that we should sit together and we will discuss how it can be made, because individual small scale and cottage industry people cannot make these things change. Only thing is we will have to think, and government should do something for the industry. And what I believe government is giving, but it is not utilizing by us. So we will have to think for that. And anybody has any question, you can ask me and we can discuss something. Students are there, they can also ask us any question in this regards.
Sir, I have a small submission. You please prescribe some channels or some will for the development of two-wheeler industry here in this state itself. In our state, how this, such a...
One thing, first we will have to see why we have lost the market.
Right, okay.
Because the traditional way we are making the things. What we have changed that, in traditional way, shoes were not used by a large scale people. But what they have think, if we can make, because shoe and sandal was costly. So a daily maid or a farmer or others or the poor people, they can't afford to buy that shoes. But if we can make without the touch of leather sole or leather upper or leather insole, no problem as far as the sandal and chappal is concerned.
Right.
As far as shoe is concerned, you can say the leather is the ideal for making the shoes and others, and there are something, it is very much required for the shoe. But as far as the chappal, it is not there.
Exactly.
So that's the thing they have they have studied and they have found it, they have made the samples, they have worked it, they have advertised it, and they have gained it, and our market gradually gone.
Exactly.
And why it is not hampered? Because our business, total business was controlled by 5, 6, 7 parties. So they are the very big guys. So when the market is gone, so the wretched workers and the small factory, they have suffered more. Gradually they are not working there. A party is having 100 factories, so now he is having 10 factories. So 19th factory has been up. So that is the thing. So one committee should be there. They should study what is the thing and how we can make it. Already I have seen some private parties are copying that thing. So you copy is not the final solution.
Right.
Solution we will have to think. We have got artists and others, so one sector we can be reached there. So now we will have to think how we can penetrate the market. So for that a committee should be there with the technicians and others and the businessmen also, so that we can rightly, positively think for the development of our own state. Because if we can make once the butter shoe company, so why not again we can make it? Now the market is there. Now there is a huge market. Market is not there. There is a huge market is there. So if we think and if you go and visit Vietnam, you will find how they are making. They were the farmers basically. So if they can make now is a very quality shoe of export market, why not we? So that we will have to think.
Sir, that is the governmental step. To find out a committee, but your expertise will have something else.
No, my question is, government is helping. There is a rumor that the government is not helping anything, government is not, no. Government is helping, but that help we cannot be able to utilize that. Do you know that government has given 2 machinery, die-less cutting machine, which is very essential for the leather goods industries. And there is one machine was there in Freya, but now I think it is not working so much. That type of machine, 2 machine has been given by the government of West Bengal, but that is not using. You can't be able to show your student because their license is not
renewed.
So it is not the fault of the government.
Where is it? This two machines lying? One is without that we bought it.
That is, you got it. Two machine is lying with Budge CFTC.
That is the problem.
Hey, why should be there? Why not government people, head of the department should come and see? Nothing is there, and to renew the it is, but it should be in this way. So if we can give some positive ideas, so government is helping. What I believe. You think the machine and the building they have given, the Freya that leather goods in it. 2.5 crores lakhs of machine at least 10 years back. That is a huge amount. And we are not in a position to, in a social media I have written that we can be able to make at least 6 lakhs pairs of school shoes from that sector.
The people, they do not like to be an entrepreneur. They like to have a job. I'm sure all the students, those who are passing out, I asked this question only a week back, that how many of you like to be an entrepreneur who likes to make a small factory, start making your product and market it. But that is the main problem of in West Bengal, that we are basically, West Bengal was the leaders for leather, even the shoes. Like as you mentioned, Mr. Ganguly, about the leaders in the South India, in Chennai, especially Mr. Rafiq Ahmed and others, they once told me that when we were young in school, we used to go to Calcutta to buy shoe in Benting Street with the Chinese shoes. But after so many years, after 60, 70 years, we are exporting everything and Bengali workers come to us to work. Because we are very love to have a job, but not to become an entrepreneur. Now, problem as you said about losing market. About the Keralian market, that is the mainly because of the raw material is the rubber based. And the family, I know them very well, it is actually rubberized shoes and everything they are making, and all the shoe design is going with the time. Like if you have the time to change, instead of, as you rightly you have mentioned, that the poor people, they cannot afford to have a good shoes, but they can afford to have buy a shoe for 100 rupees. And these Keralian companies, what they are making, especially the brand called Wakaru, and they're doing unique design and amples of raw material sourcing they have, and they have changed into like it's a molded shoe.
No. That is not the thing.
Yeah.
You are telling,
No,
rubber is not, they are not using rubber. They are not using rubber.
The Wakaru use rubber, no. That Wakaru, the shoe, the brand, they use totally.
That is the main sandal chappal market, what we lose, that is due to the introduction of the non-leather materials.
That's what I'm telling you.
Upper is synthetic always. Upper is the synthetic PVC or PU. Sole, insole is also PU coated. Or
you have mentioned Keralian things. You're not there.
No, actually development has started from Kerala, but they have now throughout India they have captured. Their group started in 2012. 2012 I have a meeting there. They have organized that time already in the market. And I told some of the big shoe manufacturer here in Calcutta, this type of thing I have seen there, so what you are thinking? It is 2012. I have discussed. But they were, no, I have got no idea, it is there, where you have seen. I have gone there, I have seen there, they have already started. But nowadays they have captured 70% of the market. That is the thing. That is the thing. No, if entrepreneur is not there, that is the problem. But I think the big manufacturer who has got the money, if they can concentrate, if they think for this line, so it is there. Because in Chennai, Rafiq Ahmed or the big market, they are busy in the export market. They have not entered in this. Another group of young generation, they have found. And now also, you have found several markets. Safety footwear market, there is a huge market. You see the real estate market, the workers, till date in West Bengal I have seen, other state also. The workers are not using any sandal or chappals because the promoter, they don't bother for the workers. Minimum wage is not there. So there is a market. So you will have to find how we can make the product which can be taken by them and which can be modernized. हाँ. तो young generation, जो student है, उसमें कोई आदमी, nobody is interested for making factories. They only you are making for the jobs. Anybody is here who can become a entrepreneur? Yes. Yeah. But still, I think Freya, ILTA, they should organize some meeting with the government officials, because I believe government, they are not so much interested or so much for this. You will have to convince them how we are suffering, the general mass is suffering, the job is suffering. That we will have to do. You are here, it is not that the government is not giving money, government is giving money. So encourage them, not criticize them. Encourage them, and I believe we can make it when leather goods is successful. So on that basis, one sector we will have to think and we will have to go away with that.
We can talk to you. This I like to tell you about. They killed the market. The brand called Kolkata, a friend of mine in Kerala. They take and they have you the whole of India there.
How price or how much?
600, 500.
I am talking about the your synthetic total. नहीं तो synthetic footwear में market is there. The market is there.
It's all non-leather. They don't call synthetic. It's non-leather.
तुम्ही तो entrepreneur होतो बरो धीमान.
I have a question.
हाँ.
I just want to ask that whether the students, because you are asking the students to be entrepreneurs, so in their class, are they taught how to be, means how to get the finance or how to set up a business, means how to start from the minimalist, because they are scared. Basically, this is a huge thing we are expecting from them. Being a student, sometimes we just allow them to mug up things, or I don't know how their structure is, the syllabus structure. Means there might be a structure which has gone on for ages, where they just study how the design is made or the ergonomics behind it. Might be they also study that, because the shoes take a lot of the measurements. They are studying that. But how to be an entrepreneur is a big thing. Means they have to be taken out from the thing that they are scared of. To go into an unknown thing is not so easy for the young students who are here.
One thing I have seen, suppose one boy, after passing the course, how much they will give entering in a factory. That starts from 10,000 rupees, not more than that.
Means the salary they get?
Salary.
Yes.
Highest is the 20,000. So, if one course we have started here in Kolkata, that a student, within 1 year, he will learn how to make shoes by his own hand. He will make the pattern, he will cut the pattern, he will cut the upper, he will stitch the upper, he will mold it, he will last it completely, then attach the sole, everything. So, after completing this, as the shoe industry, you can make it without the help of the big machinery and others. Because PU machine is not required, because PU sole is available, we can get the sole and we apply adhesive in the sole and we can make. So if you can sell one pair of shoe per day, at least one pair of shoe per day, making your own arrangement, so you can earn 200, 300, 400 rupees per day.
Might be the students can, if there are any students, they can answer this question that whether they are exposed to the fact that they can do something on their own. Means what I want to say is job is very easy to get. Might be it's there and they get easy money. But to
the job
do
is also
something
in
on their
Calcutta.
own,
In Calcutta, I
don't
have
know.
seen. In
Might be-
Calcutta, I have seen 2 years or 1 year or 3 years after passing the course, nobody will give you more than 10,000 rupees. Even one factory is a very big factory, big name is there. He is giving 9,500, not even 10,000. So many students are frustrated there. But I advise them, yeah.
That is not the case. I'm from FDDI, and ma'am, with due respect, we have the course of entrepreneurship development. Okay, and within 10,000 rupees, we don't supply our students.
No, you may be, but
Okay, the thing is that while we are talking about the entrepreneurship development, let us see the costing factor. Okay, what Nandi sir was telling, I have attended that session also. So the thing is that how much we are expending and what is the selling price. Nowadays, if we totally depend upon the leather sector, then it is not possible. If we want to take our glory, the past glory of West Bengal, then we have to change our mind to non-leather product. Like what you told without naming the South Indian guy,
yeah.
he has transferred like that. I have seen their growth.
I am telling that thing, na, that they will have to study.
Yes.
And
What the
after
soul.
that, we will have to make. But it is not the copying the things. What
Let
they
me
have
complete
made.
one thing, sir.
Ah.
The main problem of Kolkata is we are not getting proper material over here.
How? Because there is no.
That's the main thing. See, if I want to source a sole, then I have to go to Padapugur. And there is no qualitative sole.
And
I'm getting.
Padmapukur also, it is not from Padmapukur. It is coming from Delhi and Calcutta,
Yes, they
Delhi
are
and
getting
Agra
low
or
graded.
Kanpur. So why from there? If a factory should be here, so that the committee will request the government to help them on that basis.
I
have
firmly
tried-
believe that there should be a design studio over here and a material studio over here.
The design,
that-
I am telling you, design studio, if there is a design studio in FDDI, in Delhi or in Agra, so no problem, you can buy that. But
No,
for
no, no,
the
no, no,
machine
no.
and
I'm not telling to buy. The thing is that we do have our design studio. We do develop so many things. Our students, they develop so many things. Okay, that's not the case. The case is that a person from a rural village, from Bankura, is coming and developing his, idea from us. It will cost him too much. But if there is a common facility center, then he want to expose his idea over there, then it can be developed over there
that
by the help of the government.
Correct, ekdom, 100%. That I was telling, if we can make a big factory, suppose, common facility center like we have established some clicking press or some DIP machine there. You click the machine, click the uppers and send it to the poor people so that they can make it upper and get it some money so that they can revive. And you make the upper or lusted upper and then make the sole from that big machine. So that can help.
Yeah,
That
surely,
is there,
surely,
that is
sir.
correct. Oh, I am telling on this way. So you will have to convince the government that if some committee can convince the government, so government is giving money. I don't believe that government is not giving, it is not true. Yeah.
Actually, sir, entrepreneurship, when we go for entrepreneur, we have to like some difficulties, just marketing research. somehow we want to go market research or market development, we just fell down because of in startup process, when I develop a product, but we did not sell this by market development, according to market development. So a student somehow unfortunately fell down in market concept or business.
It should be the development and the new ideas, what I was telling, to market development was the main thing. And they have
Actually,
developed the market, that's why they are successful. They have developed the market, so that's why they have not only developed the market, at the same time the process of making also, they have made a huge change and introducing the non-leather material, synthetic material.
Exactly, but
which you can wash it.
but they should not sell their product according their price or costing. So how he can start a business?
No, you will have to think yourself and you will have to go on that basis because you can't copy and you can gain it. You will have to.
It is not a copying process, sir. It is actually self-development process.
Yeah.
Actually, here I am. So I also I am develop a product and I want to sell this amount. I want to sell this product sum of money. So if I have in this case I have need some profit. So when I face a loss, so why I came for this? Exactly. Market research. Exactly. Government in this case, government not support 2 hours. So actually, exactly. But
many factories, outside India also. Outside India also.
They become giants.
They become giants.
See, the thing is that it's not a one night process or a fortnight process. You have to rigorously work for years after years.
Yes.
Then only you will get success.
Correct.
It's not a See, the thing is that you have to cope up your mind with the present market. You cannot sell the product according to your availability. Okay, whatever you think that people will buy that. Might be, I may not be match my mind with you. Okay. So you have to see the market, like what people does. आपको कैसे मतलब पता चलता कि 3 साल हम लोग 3 साल पीछे है फुटियर में, आपको पता है ना? हाँ, तो फैशन फोरकास्टिंग कैसे होता है ये आपको समझना है, इसके अंदर का बीज को समझना है, उसके बाद जाके मतलब and we do those things. कभी भेजिए हमारे पास, 1-2 क्लास भी ले लेंगे.
Excuse me, can I have the mic, please? Hello. I have a couple of things to say. Somnath, I have a couple of things to say. Number one, you are confusing between a student coming out of the school or college, expecting him to become an entrepreneur without having enough knowledge to get into the factory and to see it's all the experience from where he learns. He is just a fresh. He doesn't have, he was told this is the way things to be made and he doesn't have an experience. He do not succeed. He could not be able to become an entrepreneur unless he have certain experience to get to that stage. This is number two. This is number one. Number two, bringing entrepreneur to business in leather shoes is a matter of his choice, not that we can force him. How they come, why they come, that's their incentive, that's the thing they will. If a man from a shoe background, from his family, he comes. But a man coming out of college and then expecting him to become an entrepreneur, it's something we are asking, something unreasonable. He needs to have an experience. No, let me finish. And again, you are saying about the manufacturing part.
Hello.
I was involved
I request
in
you all
making
to
cottage
suspend this.
shoes, where 12 pairs, 15 pairs, 20 pairs is
We
made.
make a definite
In a
program
batch,
on this subject.
everything
only.
gets
Separately.
assembled and then sold. I was involved in a factory where 150,000 pairs were made every day. Now, there is a lot of difference between these two. A person who has to invest in couple of thousand crores to make such factories, and it doesn't make in a day. It gets over 20 years to build up that factory to get to 150,000. Machineries. It's not that, just get 2 machineries start. You have to have rows of machineries. I have worked in the factories where I had been going through the machines to see the qualities. And I understand how difficult it is for the people, even and experienced people like Batas, where they make shoes and on the machine itself they reject. How many companies had that sort of status?
Gopal, we will have another seminar on this subject. Can never ending. So I request our President.
Hello. I request our General Secretary. I request our General Secretary to hand over the memento and citation to the speaker of today's lecture.
Very interesting deliberation by Mr. Somnath Ganguly. Very inspiring for the students and also for the startup industrialist. So before I give vote of thanks, 2 recipients of awards arrived now. So may I request them to come on the dais, and I request our Honorable President, Mr. Arnab, please come on the dais and hand over the awards to Miss Kovin Malar M.A. He says the BS in leather goods and accessories design examination 2024 from FDDI West Bengal. Another award winner, she also arrived now, Miss Sara Munlami Thawala, topper BS in fashion designing examination 2024 from FDDI West Bengal. So thank you, Mr. Ganguly, for your very inspiring lecture today. I know there are thousands of questions, but we cannot complete today. If anyone has got any specific question, he can write to ILTA. We can forward it to Somnath Ganguly, or you can directly contact Mr. Ganguly as well. On behalf of our association, I express our heartiest thanks to the dignitaries, guests, members, students, and particularly Mr. Somnath Ganguly for his interesting and useful and highly motivational Professor Moni Banerjee Memorial Lecture today. Our association will remain grateful to you always, sir. I'd like to express our appreciation to the award winners of today for their achievements and outstanding performances in different streams. Our association wishes a very bright future for all of you. Our sincere thanks to all the members, faculties and students of GCLT, CFTC, FDDI, and the dignitaries from the industry to be present today. And our sincere thanks to the family of late Professor Moni Banerjee for their kind presence like every year. It acts as a source of motivation for us. On behalf of ILTA, I would express our sincere thanks to the Science City Auditorium and their associates for allocating this venue and extending their entire logistic supports for successfully organizing this seminar. Thanking you all once again, and I would invite everyone to have a tea and snacks outside the hall. Thank you very much.
I am one of the students of late this Professor Moni Banerjee. During his time, I was one of his students. I feel very sorry. I will request Somnath Ganguly. After his previous, he was in the department, then he left for another promotional job. I joined in his place. I will request Somnath Ganguly, you please visit this institute, Government College of Engineering Leather Technology. Madam, I request you also to come and visit one day, see the condition of this year. Try to give good lecture there. And I will request FDDI or this and that, any other institute, Budge here and there. Please make a educational tour to have a visit Government College of Engineering and Leather Technology. See the condition. We are celebrating this and this. But there is no scientist or research scholar, any professor or student here in this seminar today. Is there any professor or lecturer in this except Dr. Sanjay Chakraborty, who is the officer in charge? He is here. There is no other student or scientist research scholar either from this boot and shoe department or from the leather technology department. I will request Professor Sanjay Chakraborty, can you tell me the reason why they are absent today? But they are not informed. Very sorry. Very, very sorry.
And how can you Aloke, how can you ask principal that why your faculty is not here? He is not responsible for bringing the faculties here. So don't ask all these questions in like a seminar like this. And already seminar is over. If you have any question, please ask him individually. Thank you very much.